What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Leveled here back with another video. Yes, I know I've been on a long hiatus outside of the Live and Leveled Gamers podcast with my boy Mr. L Live 08. Yeah, I know you ain't got to say it, but hey, you ain't totally been absent of Leveled Head. You have been hearing me every now and again. But anyway, yeah, what's up, people? What's up? What it do? Anyway, let's get it in. We had a Nintendo Direct today, and I want to point out something. See the girl in the corner right there? You see Bill, I think his name is Trent or something like that. I don't know that boy name. I know it's Bill. But this girl in the corner is Audrey Drake, formerly of IGN. I think her last name is Drake. But that is Audrey. She was very cool on IGN. I loved her articles, all the stuff she wrote, good. You know what I'm saying? And critical of Nintendo and the Wii U and any other product Nintendo makes. She's very honest and fair and balanced. Also, it's nice to see Reggie face. I didn't know what was going on. I was kind of scared for a second. I didn't know if Reggie was gone, people. But anyway, it's nice to see him back doing his thing. No Iwata, no Miyamoto. Just, you know what I'm saying, people you can understand. And ain't no all this stuff. Anyway, forgive me, people. But anyway, let's get it in, folks. The title of this video is Nintendo Fans Fall Back. Because we need to fall back. Now, I know from the title alone, I probably already got a whole bunch of dislikes. And they ain't even listened to what I had to say. And I'm pretty sure there's a few of y'all that saw the title and was just curious. And now you're watching it. And, you know, a few of y'all know what I do because y'all follow me. All the subscribers that follow me, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys. But anyway, let's get in. I'm going to start off with this story. Then I'm going to transition. The day after we recorded the podcast, we recorded the podcast for Active Gamer Life on Thursday. I didn't get it up to that Saturday. But that Friday, you know, I said in the podcast that my wife broke her phone and we had to take it. We did that Thursday morning, but we ended up having to go back to Best Buy because a lot of her information didn't transfer over into the new phone, so they had to do that again. So I happened to be in there, and I was over in the Nintendo section, and it was a young lady or a mother. She wasn't young; she was probably mid-30s, somewhere around there. She was looking at the Wii U, and she just had a look of confusion, just looking perplexed, didn't really know what to do and how to do nothing. And I was just looking at her, and I walked up on her, you know what I'm saying? Now she looking at, they got the Zelda bundle, they got the Luigi and Mario U bundle, then they just got this one right here, you know what I'm saying? What I got right there, that one. You know, they had all of them sitting there at $2.99. Now, she's sitting there, and I was like, you know, that's a good system. You should buy that. She was like, well, my son wants Mario Kart. And, you know, so I was thinking I could get this controller and Mario Kart for the Wii. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, well, no, that's a new system. This doesn't go with the Wii. This is a Wii U. It's a totally absolute new system. She was like, so you can't use this with the Wii? I was like, no. But you can play Wii games on it. So I was like, so I pointed to, you know what I'm saying, the Wii U games. And I was like, all these games are Wii U games. I said, they're HD. I said, do you have a 1080p TV? Now, I used to work in sales, so I know how to sell stuff. I was like, do you have a 1080p TV? She was like, yes. I was like, well, unlike the Wii U will actually take advantage of that resolution, you know, on your TV. You can actually view the games in that resolution of 1080p, so it'd be high definition. And I said, also, on top of that, you can still play your son's Wii games on the Wii U and also have access to the Wii U new HD version, HD games. She's like, oh, I didn't know that. I just thought it was a controller that went with the Wii U. I said, this. She said, oh, this is cool. I said, if I was you, I would buy, you know what I'm saying, the Mario U and the Luigi U, and then buy Mario Kart for the Wii, and then next year Mario Kart U is coming out, and you can buy that as well. She's like, I will, and she bought the Wii U. Now, I'm not an employee at Best Buy, but that made me think. You know what I'm saying? I've been in so many scenarios. I was up in St. Louis, and I'm with my nephews. I got my cousin. Well, they ain't my nephews. They my second cousins. I call them nephews because they so younger than me. But anyway, we up here, man, and let me turn this down a little bit. And they're playing Call of Duty Black Ops on the PlayStation 3. And I'm watching them. They got their friend over. And they got, you got like 7 boys, including mine, downstairs. Now, my son don't get to play Call of Duty. But he's down here trying to play Call of Duty. And my other cousins are playing Call of Duty. I'm talking about ranging from 5 up to 14. All of them Call of Duty. And I'm saying, I told him, I was like, man, this is boring. And he was like, all he got is Call of Duty, Madden, NBA, you know what I'm saying, Need for Speed. I'm like, man, this is literally boring. So finally the younger brother, some of his younger brothers and his his 12-year-old brother was like, yeah, it is boring. And then he said it himself. He's like, yeah, it's boring. But I said, dude, if I had the Wii U right now, I guarantee you we'd be all having fun. The whole house would be having fun if I had the Wii U up here right now. And I was like, I should have bought it. But when I find myself in situations and scenarios like that, I had to say we as Nintendo fans need to fall back. Because Nintendo, like I said in the podcast, I asked the question. I said, to Active Gamer Life, a.k.a. Eccentric Gamer, a.k.a. Red Knight. Want to make sure I get all his names out. That's what's up, Red Knight, anyway. Salute to you. Salute to Mr. L Live. I asked him a question. I said, with the Wii U being only a few days removed from a year on shelves in the marketplace, how would you rate or grade Nintendo's management of the first year? And it was clear that all of us felt the same way. Maybe our grades wasn't the same, but we all felt the same way in this point. For pretty much the whole year, Nintendo was horrible. There's no excuse you can make for it. There's no defense you can put up for it. It was horrible. There is no reason under the sun that the Wii U should not be sitting on at least, at the bare minimum, 7 to 8 million consoles sold right now. And if all actuality and truth be told, Nintendo probably could have moved around 10 million units in that time frame with the same games released on the system. Because it had nothing to do with the games. Because right now you look at the PlayStation 4, you look at the Xbox One, and now they're starting to do the reviews and release the reviews, and a lot of these games are getting mediocre and subpar grades. They could have sold this system pretty off of marketing the system well. And I hear people constantly putting in the comment section in that podcast that we did, well, they're showing videos on Nickelodeon. They're showing videos on Disney. That's fine and dandy. But how many of us and how many of people our age watch Nickelodeon and watch Disney? Now, I got a daughter that's 3, about to turn 3. She 2. She watches Nickelodeon. My son pretty much every now and again watch Nickelodeon, but he don't watch Nickelodeon. He's 10, 11. He don't watch Nickelodeon. Yeah, I have the one few commercials that I have seen. I did see when my daughter was watching the Disney Channel. I saw the Pikmin commercial, and I did see. I think I saw it was either Disney or Nickelodeon. But what about ESPN? What about Fox? What about TNT when wrestling is on? What about USA? What about all these primetime networks? Why we're not seeing them on those channels? So we need to fall back, because sometimes, to me, we as Nintendo fans tend to turn a blind eye, like our cues, like we all try to accuse Sony fans and Sony journalists and Microsoft fans and Microsoft journalists of doing. We I find many of us do the exact same thing when it comes to Nintendo. There is no defense for that. So we need to fall back because Nintendo straight up and down wasted a year. A topic came up about, online voice chat. This has been going on, and I ain't said much on it. I commended Active Gamer Life for bringing it up because I believe he represented himself and his point well, and I agree with him 100%. With voice chat and online and all these different things, and what's the hold up with Nintendo getting this stuff out. I even heard Gamer Nate. Now I'm gonna deal with all these, but I really agree with Active. I feel like some of the points other folks made was legit, but actions that was done after that to me are questionable. Now, let me say this. I don't use voice chat, but I see the necessity for it being there. I see a need for it for other folks. They want it. I don't play online a lot. If you follow me, if you're a follower of mine on Wii U, PlayStation 3, you will notice that I'm rarely online. I mean, on PlayStation 3, I played Madden a lot online because I was in the Madden tournament with my boy. And I'm going to pull all this in with my boy up north. We was in the Madden tournament. You know what I'm saying? I played with him. But outside of that, I rarely played online and on the Wii U. You know what I'm saying? I tried out, Wii Sports Club for a second online. I played a few other games online, but for the most part, I don't get online much. I haven't used voice chat on the Wii U yet, but still, it needs to be there for folks who wants to use that, for folks who wants that option. Now, the problem I have, why I agree with Active Gamer Life and I somewhat don't agree with others, is because to me, Active Gamer Life don't come off as a person that is void of a social life. Some of these people need to just fess up and face the fact that they're trying to substitute the fact that they don't have a social life outside of YouTube, Twitter, and voice chat and online. These people literally become their friends. Okay, I know Active Gamer as a personality on YouTube. I know Live as a personality on YouTube, and I Skype with every now and again. Now, me and Live have had some personal conversations that might allow me to know a little bit more than the average person on YouTube that watches channels know. But be honest, me and Live really don't know each other. I don't know Active Gamer Life. I don't know any of these other guys on YouTube. But the guy that I'm talking about up north that's going to come on the podcast, he's a PlayStation dude. He's a big player. He finna get the PlayStation 4. I know him. We go out and eat. Me and his wife and my wife go out and eat. We have, days where we meet up. I go up to there and he comes here. That's a friend of mine. This is not a person that I met on YouTube. This is a real friend of mine back from college. You know what I'm saying? So I got a real rapport with this dude. Some of these guys want all this stuff because they're trying to substitute the fact that they don't have a social life. I think Active Gamer wants it because it's just a good way of experiencing the game. Other folks want it because they're trying to substitute a social life, and that's why they react the way they react. I'm sorry that I'm going on my little preacher mode, but I got to do that. Let's be real. Don't try to substitute a social life with voice chat and online services. Actually get out and get a social life. Actually get out and mingle with some people and get some friends. And you might not be so dire for voice chat and all this stuff as you are. But I understand the need and I understand why you would want it. So even in that sense, we as Nintendo fans need to fall back and be honest. What these people are saying, what Active Gamer Life said, what Nate said, what Shokio said is legit. Let's be honest. I don't care how they said it, the way that they said it, it was legit. These features should be there. With 7th gen going out, with Xbox and PlayStation 3 already paving the way in a lot of them areas, you had a lot of time to incorporate and learn those things. We need to fall back. And my last point, all of this clamoring back and forth with who's going to win next gen, like we Bloods and Crips. You a Sony fan, you a Microsoft fan, I'm a Nintendo fan. We you fans, we need to fall back on that as well, because I'm letting you know something. Let Sony, let Microsoft have their day in the light. Yeah, Sony did everything it took to position themselves in the light that they have and to create the perception that is believed by the communities and the journalists and all those looking on. Believe you me, the hype ain't as big and as grand as they want to make it be. The general public is not aware of PlayStation 4. So the first year, and it's Christmas, the only people that's going to be buying a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are core fans. Just like the only people outside of a few that bought the Wii U was core fans. So yeah, they probably going to hit, Sony probably going to sell, if they can produce it like Active said, they probably going to sell about 2.5, maybe 3 million by February. Maybe, if they can produce that many. And I would say Microsoft is going to be smart. They ain't even try to reach that. They probably going to do about 2 million. And they ain't going, and then, you know what I'm saying, I think this is why Sony is going to have problems. Because they're mass producing this, and I think they're going to have a whole bunch of failures and glitches and freezes and all that. And I'm saying fall back. Let them have their day and their moment in the light. Let them have their 15 minutes of straight up super duper hype. Because once Christmas season is over and January is semi out and February, March hit, then we're going to start to see the truth with these systems. And then you can make proper judgment, and then you'll get to see all them go through the same woes and the same hiccups and the same setbacks that the Wii U and Wii U fans endured. So fall back. Be honest, Nintendo messed up this year, but it ain't over. Nintendo got all 2014 to correct what they messed up 2013. Fall back. Nintendo needs to have voice chat. It needs to have online. But at the same time, some of y'all need to stop trying to substitute the fact that you don't have a social life by using YouTube and Twitter and voice chatting online. Get out and get a social life. That's why I can leave YouTube and all that, and I'll be away from this stuff and not even turn on my Wii for a while because I do other stuff. I'm a minister. I get into my church. I do music. I got a wife that I love. I got kids. I got a mom that I gotta go visit. I got family. I got friends. I get out and I do. So I ain't on, you know what I'm saying, some of y'all with PCs and Xboxes and PlayStation 3s and Wii U's and 3DS's and anything else you got because you don't have a social life. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. It's time to fall back. All this clamoring back and forth. Why do you get so worked up over what somebody says in the comment section? Who cares? Do you know that person? Have you ever seen them? Are their words really hurting you that much? Fall back. Fall back. Get a grip. Realize that these kids and some adults do not affect your everyday life. Fall back on defending everything Nintendo does. Fall back. Enjoy your games. Wheel it back in. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Yes, Nintendo blotched this year. But Nintendo is righting the ship. Mario is already putting them horses in, pulling Nintendo out the ditch that they dug for the Wii U. Mario is about to pull them out. And once he get them back on ground, then we can talk. When you see Bayonetta 2, when you see Mario Kart, when you see Super Smash Bros, when you see all the other games that's going to come out, when we see, you know, the remnants of what the new Zelda going to look like, maybe we're going to see Metroid Prime for the Wii U. When we start seeing the games that really, starting with Mario and then coming into next year with Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, then we can have the discussion. But right now, Wii U fans, fall back. Get out your feelings. Get out your emotions. Nintendo ain't going nowhere. Stop listening to all this stuff. All what these people got to say, you know what I'm saying? CNET with Wii U being in the top 5 worst electronics to buy. You know what I'm saying? Do you know who owns them? Viacom. Do you know who? Also CNN. They own, but they have ties, both owned by Viacom. If you look it up, it's got ties to Viacom, which, you know what I'm saying, got ties to Microsoft. So there's a lot of reason behind why stuff happened. But anyway, fall back. Fall back. Time will tell the truth. And once time begins to tell the truth on the PlayStation 4, and already telling the truth with the Xbox One, they'd be in the same boat we in, confused, trying to figure out where they was duped at, where was they bamboozled at, just like we were duped in some ways with with Nintendo and what they done. Because Nintendo ain't been playing straight with the Wii U. You know what I'm saying? They went quiet and dormant for a while, and they put a lot of emphasis on the 3DS because they wasn't prepared. Let's just be real. Now they finally saying we wasn't prepared, so let's fall back. Let's be honest. So at the end of the day, it's all finna be gravy. Nintendo is hitting its stride. Let PlayStation and Sony and Microsoft and Xbox have their moment in the sun, because eventually they're going to have to deal with the truth too, that them systems are rushed and there's going to be a lot of hang-ups and glitches with those. So let's just fall back, you feel me? So that's about 21 minutes of a rant, I guess. I don't know. But I gave you a good time because I might not do another one for a while. I don't know. But anyway, like, subscribe, and follow. Deuces!